everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So I want to take a look at some things going on in the news. Now I'm curious about what's happening with, we're going to start with the Senate. Let's start with the House. The House is going to be voting to send over the articles of impeachment. At least that's what they're saying is going to happen. Is that really going to take place? Are they going to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate? So, I want to take a look at that. We're going to do rapid fire. So what I'm going to do is just do 3 cards and pass kind of a general situation, what obstacle, and then the future on that question. So I'm going to shuffle these up and we'll get started. Okay, so is the House of Representatives in the United States going to be sending over articles of impeachment to the Senate? Now, the first card out is the 7 of Swords. This is a card of, the key word is loss on this deck. So, and this is the issue situation, card of loss. Now, it's crossed by the obstacle card is an Ace of Pentacles, moving forward and prosperity, and a Page. Okay. Sometimes with the tarot, I get difficulty in explaining what I'm seeing and feeling. Sometimes the cards are just like, it's like I just magical, I can just talk it out and tell you exactly what's going on. And other times I get this impression and I have no words to describe what I'm feeling and it's not making rational sense. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. When it comes to the issue, the situation of the House sending over the articles of impeachment, what I'm sensing and seeing with this card, and again, this is just what I'm seeing, okay? I am seeing an energetic barrier. It's like, and I think it has to do with people, but it's more of like putting an energy force field down some type of barrier that is preventing good energy from coming through. And it's this strong force field of negativity surrounding this issue, okay? And it's an energetic. In other words, somebody by their force of will is holding that energy there, okay? And this energy is preventing good energy from coming into the situation. It's an ominous feeling, and it's holding in this ominous sense of energy. Again, I don't know how to describe it other than that. And again, I can't make logical sense of it. It's just this energetic force field that is holding stuck negative dark energy in place. Okay. Now it's crossed by an Ace. This is a new beginning. This is, I think the keyword is, prosperity. Keyword prosperity, but it's a new beginning. It's a grounded earth energy. And this is the obstacle on top of that force field of negativity that is being held in place, and I think by certain people. I feel people tied to that energetic. And so I'm guessing that this is saying that there is this new, aces are new beginnings, this new beginning, new energy wanting to come through, but it's coming up against this force field, for lack of a better term, of energy that is holding negativity in place. Now, the third card out, which I only did 3, is the future outcome. Now we have a Page. Pages are messengers. This is a messenger about the situation, that there may be some changes coming. Something in the works that is going to shift the energy. Now, whether it's strong enough to change or shift that negative force field that I'm seeing, that thing is strong. Whatever that is strong. And I just get a real ominous feeling with it. So we have this imagination, this Page of Cups that is telling us, and it's facing back toward these other two cards. So there may be enough impetus with this page and this ace on top, the obstacle, that this energetic of darkness may have to give way a little to this new energy that's wanting to come in. But right now it's locked. But it does feel that there's movement on it. So we'll see if this situation resolves. And I honestly, this is mentally exhausting. I don't know where to go with this. It's just this feeling of this locked energy and wanting to get things moving. And maybe that's just where we're at right now. But whether it'll actually resolve, it looks like there is some strength there and good energy to move that static, locked situation. But there's going to have to be some extra work on unlocking that locked energy. Okay. So, next question. Is the Senate going to call witnesses? Now, that's kind of the big question of the day. Are they going to say, yeah, let's call witnesses and drag this thing out even further? Or are they going to say, no, the House did their thing and now we're going to do our thing? They're not obligated to call witnesses, but the Democrats and others are wanting them to, which is kind of interesting. I'm just going to take a sidebar here. Because if they drag out this impeachment, there are senators who are currently running for president who are not going to be able to be on the campaign trail. They're going to be stuck listening to the witnesses in the hearings and having this drag on. And I would think that would affect their campaigning. So I don't know if they're shooting themselves in the foot by wanting to drag this out. Anyway, so is the Senate going to call witnesses? I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do 3 cards: the issue, the situation, the obstacle, and, well, the issue situation is 1. The obstacle they face and the outcome. Okay. All right, cut the deck. So, the issue. Is the Senate going to call witnesses? First card out on that is the 2 of Swords. Ooh. Okay. So the first card out on that question about the issue of whether the Senate will call witnesses. Now we've got this 2 of Swords. This is a card of wanting to stay in denial or being in a state of denial. Not wanting to look at something, kind of burying your head. She's got the blindfold on. She's got the barrier up. So I don't know that they're inclined to want to call witnesses. Now it's crossed by a reversed 9 of Swords. Now 9 of Swords is a card of anxiety, fear, stress, worry. Now it's reversed. Sometimes a reversal can amplify that meaning. With this reversal, I get a feeling of embarrassment. Now, not sure who is embarrassed, but there's this feeling of like shame or embarrassment. So I'm wondering if that is because they're not calling witnesses or not wanting to or not inclined to, that there's some kind of shame, or if this is that, let me sit with this for a moment. Okay, with this, I'm getting a sense of sorrow and embarrassment or shame over something about this not going the way someone wants it to. Not going the way they want it to. And I don't know if that's the Democrats, that it's not going the way they want it to. But also with that 2 of Swords, not wanting to look at something, which I think is not wanting to call witnesses. But then it's not going the way they want. And there's something about being embarrassed or ashamed. trying to get a little more clear on that. All right. There's probably more on that, but anyway, I'll move on. The outcome card, the future card, is the King of Pentacles. Now, this is a strong card. It came in upright. And this is basically down to earth, strong leadership, basically doing things the way that you want them done and being efficient and managing your resources well. So something about that Senate question is not going to go the way that people want it to, and it's going to cause shame and embarrassment, but the end result is the strong leadership coming forward and doing things the way they want. So if this is painting the picture that I think it is, this being the leader of the Senate, represented by this card, would be Mitch McConnell, ending up doing the things by the way that he wants. There's something, and it could be a twist, that's going to embarrass people with regard to the Senate and how they conduct this here, this whatever they're going to do. I think it's going to embarrass people, and that's going to cause some consternation. Maybe that's what that piece is. Anyway, we'll see how this plays out. Ooh, okay. Okay, next, let's take a look at the Philippines. Now, the Taal volcano, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but Taal volcano has been erupting, and it's been erupting for 3 days. Is it going to stop erupting? Is it going to spend itself out? Is it going to continue? What's going on with that volcano over there? It's causing a lot of headaches and problems over there, spewing lots of ash. So what's going on with this volcano? Is this situation going to remedy itself or continue? So let's look at the issue. Ooh, I've got the restriction card. And the crossing card is a queen and crossroads. Oh man, sometimes it's good when I pause the video. Oh my gosh. So I turn these cards over and then I stop the video and I'm like, whoa! Energy! This volcano's not done. Oh my gosh, that just came to me so strong. We're not done. All right, so I have this restriction card. Card of holding back. And then it's crossed by this queen with the offering, the cup of offering, sensitivity. And I just got this sense that she's not done. This volcano's not done. Whether it spews for a day or two and then kind of peters out and then comes back, roaring back. I don't know how it's going to go, but there's more to be seen with this volcano. We have the Two of Swords crossroads on the future outcome. At a crossroads, interesting keyword there. The Two of Swords can be, again, kind of with that restriction. If you think of that Two of Swords, kind of similar to the last Two of Swords in this other deck that, oh, it's right there. How about that? This is after I shuffle. I just picked up the deck and there it is. Funny how that works. Anyway, kind of the similar look. I'll show them both to you without the glare. Anyway, so it seems to me as though there's that crossroads feeling of restriction, but then that queen, that energy coming in with that offering, that cup of energy. So I think that volcano is definitely not done. So okay, in other news, I saw somewhere that down south, I believe it's Mississippi, there is a dam that is getting ready to fail, and authorities are warning people to get out of harm's way, and they're in the process of evacuating people. And I don't know how to pronounce this county, but I think it's Octibena County Lake Dam. So this dam is about to fail, according to authorities. And so we're going to take a look at this, the situation, the obstacle they face, and what the ultimate outcome will be with this dam failure. Just shuffle up here a couple more times. And this dam, Octobena Lake Dam failure. Okay, so the first card out of that, on that, kind of made me go, that is the Judgment card. Now, this is kind of the final judgment. So it does seem like, being a major arcana, that this is an important issue. It does seem like there is energy on that dam failing, being imminent, and possibly causing some problems. Hopefully not loss of life, but maybe some issues, problems in that area. Now we have the Ace of Swords crossing it, and now this is forward energy. So moving forward, I think that that failure is imminent, as the authorities were saying. That it feels like this is confirming those reports. Okay. Now the outcome, we have the upside down world, and interesting, the artwork on this. I'll show it to you upright. But you see this ground, it looks like the ground drying up, the roots going out, and you've got the weather and all of that. It came in reversed. Can mean, you know, success not quite met. It can mean things are not quite fulfilled. But also, in looking at that artwork, there could be some, it just feels like there's some messages in there too, with the way the earth looks and the roots going out in the dry land. So definitely I think there's some truth to those reports. So if you're in that area, you may want to, you know, pay attention to what you're being told. If you need to evacuate or leave, that'd probably be a good idea. So anyway, hope it doesn't disrupt too much, but looks like that dam is compromised. So, okay, I think that's it for this segment of Rapid Fire, just kind of going through some points in the news. I think we're going to call it good for now. So I appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you liked it, leave a like, and we will catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.